Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kara here with another Guardian Tales video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about evolution and mystery evolution. Just how impactful and how big of a deal this is in Guardian Tales because of how risky it is to do this. If you don't know what you're doing, you could really ruin your account here because there's so many good pieces of gear that you get through the story and stuff. If you mismanage it and accidentally hit one button and you don't have your gear locked, you can really set yourself back quite a ways. I think this is a very important video to do. I know this is a very YouTuber thing, but be sure to watch it all the way through the end because I just tried recording this and so much of this is tied together. So a lot of this won't make sense until you get all the pieces. So we got the evolution, we got mystery evolution, we got magic metals, we have collection bonuses, we have the benefits of collection bonus, we have this right here. All of this ties together. Try to make it make sense as best as possible, but just stick through it to the end so you understand all I'm saying, because if you get half of it, it's not going to make sense. And I think a lot of it's going to start to make sense the more you follow through the video. Before we get into the video, if we can get a like on this video, that'd be awesome. Also subscribe to the channel for more Guardian Tales content. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the video here. So the first thing is I'm just going to be quickly run through as a 101 evolution and mystery evolution sections of the game. Then we'll get into the more complex stuff. The first thing, the whole point of evolution is just you take a piece of gear, you pay 10,000, you make it a 2-star, and then you could take a 2. It doesn't matter the star level, you're going to upgrade it 1-star level for a set amount of cost, and then the gear piece stays the same. It's just going to be improved, and the benefits of doing that are going to be found in the book. So obviously you're going to make the weapon stronger, that's a given, but then what you're also going to be doing is, if we go here, there's collection bonuses. So as you get a 2-star and you upgrade it to 3-star, you're going to get a little bit of knowledge, and you're also going to get gems. And that's a one-time thing once the first time you've ever collected this. So yes, you've already collected the weapon, but you collected the 2-star version, and then you can evolve it and then make it a 3-star and a 4-star, and you'll get knowledge rank based on that. That's why at a 80 out of 81, I have 9.6% attack. So the maximum amount here is 10%. Even so, if for example on the staffs, you can't go higher than 10%, even though there's a lot more weapons here. It just hard caps at 10%. So that is the main reason why people evolve, other than the fact that the gear gets so much better. Like look, the max stats are 2,300 here for this one, where it goes all the way up to 3,100. So just objectively better. You get more, the actual percentages of each piece get so much better too. It's just a no-brainer to evolve the pieces of gear you actually want. But evolving pieces of gear that are things you don't even use, you don't even plan to use, is very important. This whole concept is going to all tie together here. So that's evolving. Now we got mystery evolution. It's a little different. The first one, it keeps the gear. It costs a lot of gold, but it guarantees you keep the same piece of gear. Whereas mystery evolution is you take, for example, on a 1-star, you need two other 1-stars, and then crush them in. Then it's going to make a random 2-star. It could be any 2-star in the game. And then then for example, if you're going to 2 stars, if we can change this, so 2 stars, you need 4. So you need a 2-star and you need 4 others, and then it becomes a random 3-star. This is very important because weirdly enough, when it comes to weapons, usually it's EX or bust. You need the best kind of weapons. You need green weapons for people to really care. Many people don't. You don't see anyone run anything other than their exclusive weapon for the majority of the game. The only guess there's exceptions. Yes, if you're earlier in the game than later, but ideally you're going to have the exclusive. That is not the case when it comes to accessories at all. There's a lot of incredibly good natural 3-star accessories, and a really good way to get them consistently is going to be farming the mystery evolution section of the game, and hopefully you get good versions of the accessories. The actual good accessories are a little out of the scope of this video, but a couple examples would be like sharpshooter, and you got golden pocket watch, green earring, you got a ring of fortress here. Those are good ones, and you want duplicates because you want to be able to max limit break them. Because if you look at the differences, you know, max limit breaking this is one of the best, if not the best damage or like raw damage piece of gear in the game, and it's a natural 3-star. You just can, and it's very accessible to fully max limit break it compared to these other ones that are just infinitely harder to get. So not only are they right on par, if not better, they're super easy to get, and mystery evolution is going to be one major way of getting them. So that's just, you know, on the surface, and you're going to be slowly unlocking parts of your collection bonus here as you go through. So it's a really important thing to do, and you're gonna just passively get a whole bunch of gear. That's how you're gonna do it. But this is where we got to be careful, because you don't want to just mystery evolution stuff all the time. And luckily what they did is they added this auto mystery evolution section of the game, and then what you can do is, I'll just cover it, but this is the auto mystery section. You could just come here and you can set rules. And the rules I always do, I don't auto mystery evolution anything over 20. And a lot of times you're not going to get anything, 19, 18. It's going to be like you get things in fives, 5, 10, 15, 20. Like those are the levels of things. And anything 20 or over, if it's in this section, in this range here, I'm going to use it as a hammer later down when I already have the collection bonus. I'm going to use it as a hammer or as a limit break for a accessory that I really like, or just a random weapon that I like. But most of the time that's going to be an accessory because there's no natural 3-star weapons in the entire game that I actually use. Shields might be a different story. The shields I use are higher, but there is good, unique base shields too, but I didn't really cover that. And so for example, that's why it has exclude accessories equal to or above a unique grade, exclude shields, and then excluding complete knowledge. So I think this is really important, especially in the beginning of the game, to check all of these, and then eventually you start to open it up for you. But this is how I like to do it. I don't go over 20 because based on the star level, I'm going to either either buy it and go up and extract it, or I'm going to just use it as a hammer straight up for something like that. So what I would do is I confirm this. You see all these, notice how none of these are accessories, none of these are shields, and all of them are very low level. Because when it comes to it, just a quick thing, when it comes to how much experience you give to a weapon as you enhance it, it's all based on the level. It doesn't matter about the rarity, it matters about the level. That's the only thing that matters. So you can use it, they're essentially the equivalent of a hammer. If this is like you have a level 20 hammer and you have a level 20 common piece of gear, doesn't matter the star level, it is equivalent in how much it's going to give the weapon you're trying to upgrade. So I think those are pretty valuable. So that's why I only auto mystery evolution things of low level, and then I have collection bonuses for stuff like that. Then for this, I'm starting to not auto mystery the 3 to 4. I'm starting to just pay the gold, because it's a lot easier to get the gold than it is to item dungeon a whole bunch of these 3 stars. It takes only 30 coffee to get 110 gold. We'll go more into that. So I wouldn't auto mystery this. I wouldn't. What I would do is I would just pay it all the way and extract it. That's going to be the main thing that I'm going to be doing with this. But we'll get into that here in a second. But that's just kind of the rundown of mystery evolution and evolution, and that's how I use them. And then main thing too is I wanted the system to be foolproof, even if I'm not getting collection bonuses. I think a lot of people can justify the gold expenditures when you're increasing your percentage of damage on weapons and you're getting gems, stuff like that. So people go, oh, okay, I'll just spend it this one time, but I got gems and I got a percentage of, some damage here. But what about when you're finished? Does this system still work? And I think the system still works even when your collection bonus is done. But the one collection bonus that won't be done for quite a while is going to be this section here. This is going to take a very long time for you to ever get, and then you want to make sure you keep this in mind when you're doing the mystery dungeon. And so what I do is every single one of them, because this is going to be a long farm. All of these are a very long farm once you get to them, but every single time I get one of these pieces of gear, I don't care if it's 3, 4, or 5 star, I'm going to lock it. I'm going to lock one of them. Then the other ones you can do whatever you want with. So for example, in my inventory, what I'm doing here, and then just when it comes to just how I look at gear, I keep anything naturally 4-star or higher. And if I get any more, I'm not going to extract it, and I'm not going to mystery evolve it. What I'm going to do is limit break the pre-existing. So just in case, because there's certain parts of content that need extra, like different types of damage, because your damage is based on the weapon. So if I have a naturally one-handed sword user that is fire, but I need that person to hit basic, for example, randomly, or I need them to hit water or whatever, I'm going to have a good weapon for them ready to go. And that's why I'm keeping these. I'm definitely erring on the side of caution here, but that's how I am doing it. And I'm saving these too, because notice how these don't have their collection bonuses finished, because I need to get them to 60. So they're very important to keep. You could, if you don't care about these too much, you don't find yourself ever wanting to use them, you're just focused on max limit breaking your weapons, your exclusive weapons, by all means, you could totally extract it. I just find it painful to do that. You could, once it's 60, because you're going to focus on the collection bonus, because that's the priority. And then you go for magic metals, you could use it as a level 60 hammer. My rule is, if I'm going for a collection bonus like this one and I get this to level 60, I will crush this level 60 into another one, because you can do that on this collection. Once you get this one to 60, it's going to save it. It knows, even though you haven't finished it yet. You don't need to save all of them to 60. So I'm going to take this 60, put it into the shield, then I'll take the shield, crush it into this, so on and so forth until this one is done. But I do that for gear like this, 3-star or higher, like they're naturally 3-star or higher, because they're just not good enough to keep. I'd rather keep a 4-star in the unlikelihood that I'm actually going to use it, but just over time, this is kind of like the long con here. That's what I'm doing, because even this farm is taking forever anyway. It's not like I'm going to be finished and have them all level 60, probably not in the next couple months even. So that's why I might as well just hold on to them. And then if there's ever a time I need it for like raiding or something, that's probably going to be for raiding, then I got it ready to go. And I also have it ready to go for the collection. So it's just kind of, it makes sense for me. And then when it comes to my rules on, do I extract it or do I use it as a hammer? And if it is a 3-star piece of gear or lower, and if it's level 20, I will use it as a hammer. If it is not anything lower than 20, I will then, for example, what I would do, this is a 3-star, and then also I need to have the collection bonus done too. I don't want to forget that. The collection bonus needs to be finished. So, for example, this is going to be the one for the collection bonus. I already have 5 stars. It's already locked. I just need to get it to level 60. So I can take this one, this demon sword. It is not level 20. So what I do is I enhance it. I pay the 110. This is the big question I had for this. Like, do I pay the 110 and the 230? Or do I just mystery evolve it? I don't mystery evolve it because I think it's a lot easier to get 110k gold than it is to get 9 3-star weapons, because you're going to need 1 and you're going to need 8 to crush it to a 4-star. Yes, it's significantly less gold, but good luck using the item dungeon to get that many pieces of gear. It is not comparable. 30 stamina gets you 110 gold. 30 stamina versus, I don't know how much stamina is going to cost to do that. That's why I paid the 110 gold for this. So now that I have this at 5-star, I already got the main one here. I can just extract it. Boom. Now I got 30 magic metal. You need 1500 to be able to buy one hammer. You can get 3 a month. On average, if you're a free-to-play player, just kind of doing rough math, it's about 3,300 coffee to get enough gold to be able to do to get one. And then if you I believe just with 1 refresh a day, you can get almost 3 in a month. So if you're doing any more than a refresh or any extra stuff, you got to be pretty diligent. But if you're spending any money, you're definitely going to be able to get 3 a month on that. So just keep that in mind. I just want to show it really quick. In the mileage, it's these hammers here. So as you can see, I've already bought 1 right here, and it's bi-weekly limit. 3 bi-weekly. I keep it thinking it's monthly, but it's bi-weekly. So if you're whaling, you can get 6 a month. So that's how I do that. And so I'm just kind of showing more examples. So as you can see, all of these gauntlets are all locked. All of these, they're natural 4-star, all locked. The ones that are natural 3-stars are locked with the intention of getting them up all the way. And then I will crush it. I'll use them as a hammer. Once this is 60, this is going to be used as a hammer into other things. That's why these are locked. So one thing when it comes to the mystery evolution, especially if I'm kind of in the process of leveling it, so this doesn't show that I have this collection bonus ready to go. So like it kind of sucks when you have this one's locked and it's good. It doesn't really offer peace of mind for these two. Like, oh, is this one, do I need this or am I good? And so you have to kind of check. You have to kind of micromanage a little bit, especially in these situations. But the ones that actually do the collection bonus and you're done, these ones are really nice. Let's see if I'm blocking. These ones are really nice because you don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to get rid of the camera because I feel like I'm going to cover something up. So then that's pretty much my rule of thumb. I'm going to just show how I'm doing this here. These two, I just don't have the heart to crush them in yet. I don't think there's any point. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to crush it all the way up to 80. But if I have 2 of them, I'm just going to sit on them. I don't think there's any reason to limit break it at the moment. But as you can see, like all of my weapons, if I could, I've limit broke it when it's this rare. Normally. Shield, that's the one exception. A lot of these are finished or close to finish. Even if they're not, 80, a lot of them are, getting up there. I just haven't invested in finishing them because it takes so many resources to get them up to level 80. And I'm not going to waste those when I need to get all these collection bonuses up. There's gold for it. You're always going to want more gold in this game. That's pretty much it. I think the main thing about this that can really screw you up is going to be if you don't lock things properly and if you don't use the settings in the mystery evolution. If you're not using this feature here, and I like it always at 19, so then when you're doing 2 stars. So then I'm gonna also do this. Like this is gonna be my limit for this. I'm keeping it at this point. I'm not going any higher than this. All of these are finished. Also, I could, in this case scenario, I could just let it rip because I already know I have all the collection bonuses. I don't care about any of these shields. I can just let it like full send this. Boom. All these are either going to be 2 or 3 star, and then I'm going to keep these because 3 stars are just too hard to come by to not pay the 110 gold to get them to 4 and then pay the 230k gold to get them to 5 star to extract them. And so I'm just going to kind of close out the video here. I'm talking about I just want to show you the process so you can feel more confident when you're doing this. So then like this one right here, collection bonus done, and it's only a 1 star. Perfect. So I'm going to enhance it. Boom. Here it is. 4 star. And then I'm going to enhance it again. Boom. We got a 5 star here, and then extract. Here it is. Boom. That's 30 right there. So that's what we're doing for this. And then for a lot of people too, I do want to kind of bring it back to earlier in the game. That's for late game magic metal farming to max limit break your exclusive weapons. But for a lot of people, what I just did there, what they're going to do is they're going to want to look through their inventory and be like, oh, what accessories did I get? Like, did I get a whole bunch of duplicates? And notice how I'm still keeping a ton of these duplicates, like these golden pocket watches, because I really like them. Even though I already have one max limit broken, but these are the high quality ones. So if I ever change my mind and I want to limit break and fully do another one, because I already got one at level 80, if I ever want to do another one, then sure, I could. See, I have this one level 80. So, you know, I have 2 sharpshooters done. I have this one's done, but I haven't paid it to 80 yet. You know, so it's like I definitely have these, like a ton of these ready to go. This is at 80. Like anything good, I've gone to 80. And I wouldn't have done this one before. I was really diligent on like limit break, at least having 1 limit broken, but I don't do that anymore. Pretty much this is my main strategy now. Like, so for example, see how this is a duplicate here. I can enhance it, limit break, and done. So there's a couple, there's like 3 different rules I have when it comes to this, you know, based on the level, and then based on its rarity, stuff like that. I hope it's not too confusing, but this is really the only way I can think of how to explain it. I can do more videos on this if you guys want them, but this is pretty much my main strategy when it comes to keeping gear, with the intention now of limit breaking everything that's high value, and then in farming and getting the max limit broken exclusive weapons up there too. And then just quickly, I think this deserves its own video, but the kind of rule of thumb I'm having for which weapons I'm actually trying to max limit break are anything competitive for like PvP, Coliseum. Like ideally, you know, you take all the content in the game, and if it's a character that hits all of them, then sure, that's going to get max limit broken first. But then at this point, now it's getting to, like, if you look at my inventory now, I have, we got Beth, MK99, Gabriel, Future Princess, and Lilith all done. And then randomly I just have Pilvice. I just keep pulling them. So I'm like, I could extract these for 300 magic metals, but I just chose not to. I just went all the way. And then sure enough, we got a really good fire character coming through. Maybe Pilvice makes that team. Maybe I'll have a fully max limit broken Pilvice for my fire team for like raiding or something like that. You know, you never know. And then for Mayriel, we got 78 out of 80. So she's kind of close. This one's 78 out of 80. So the Earth team's kind of getting there, but that's kind of how I'm going for it. But the characters I'm prioritizing are like the leaders of each team, the ones that really bring the damage. Like we're talking Mayriel, Garum, Lilith, MK99, Beth. Those characters are the ones that are getting all the priority. Future Knight would be one. If I really want to go all in on Sohi, should be one, but she's not really used in raiding, so that's why I don't really want to use her. But at the same time, she's a really good character, and max limit breaking her would be great. And then another thing too is if you really want to min-max it, you can go into the book, and then all heroes that have really high base attack. So like a one that would be really good, because you're getting 10% attack for doing this. So obviously having a high base attack is going to be a way to go. So Garum has one of the highest base attacks. So he's a no-brainer. Another hero you could do, you know, Bari's really good because of her base attack. It's even higher. So having her max limit broken is going to be fantastic. And then lastly, you know, like Lynn is another example. She has a really high base attack too. So those are going to be characters that you can kind of prioritize. Like if you had the choice between 2 good characters, pick the one with the higher base attack. Because it's going to be a bigger impact. That's going to be it when it comes to the Mystery Evolution grind here. Hopefully this was helpful. There's a lot of information here, so if you guys want more videos on this, I'm definitely going to make more videos on this. There's no way this is going to be the only video on this, but definitely ask questions below so I can kind of get an idea of what I missed out on and what points didn't really land well. and I'll be sure to target those in a future video. I'm going to call the video here. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure, I'm going to leave a card up for 30 tips in Guardian Tales. If you like this video, you'll probably like that video as well. So be sure to check that one out. And also the emulator I'm using currently is LD Player. Links down in the description if you guys want to download a good emulator so you can play this game on the computer. It's significantly easier to control than my phone. So if I'm doing arena or if I'm doing raiding, that's why I choose to play on an emulator. Check that out in the description below. It helps out the channel. And with that, guys, I'm out. Peace.